In this screenwriting video, we're going to talk about the end of your scenes. We're going to see if you have tight scene booties and how this and this and this can help you write your screenplay. I'm telling you to loosen up my buttons, baby. Check out my free and paid classes at screenwritingclassesonline.com, including Mental RX for Success, Beginning Screenwriting Made Easy, Plot Ninja, and Advanced Screenwriting and Storytelling, the Black Belt Story Theory. We have some viewer pages that we're going to look at, so I want to thank Byung for letting us see his script so we can use it to talk about scene endings. Now, this is a little different because he's actually going to shoot this himself. So we don't have to worry too much about the writing. We just have to visualize the finished film and kind of tweak that. So let's look at the first page. Fade in on exterior outside morning. An Asian man is standing in front of a car, grim determination on his face. A twinge of sorrow flashes on his face. Dressed sharp in all black, black wool overcoat. Raises a phone to his face. Asian man, delivering the secret package now. I like to keep these videos really simple and focus on one thing. This isn't the scene I want to talk about, but I just want to say one little tiny thing here. This script is incredibly funny. It is hilarious. And I wish this first little snippet more strongly established the comedy tone. That's all I'm going to say about that. Moving on, this is the scene I want to talk about. Interior, inside Daewoo's home office, morning. Asian man is standing in front of the door, rings the bell. Daewoo Kim, a young Korean-American male in his late 20s, sitting behind a work desk as he hears the doorbell ring. Daewoo Kim opens up the door and we see the Asian man over the shoulder of Daewoo. Daewoo stares at him confused. Asian man, Daewoo Kim? Daewoo Kim, yes, can I help you? Asian man holds up a package and slowly moves it close to Daewoo's face. Eventually, it's touching his face. Daewoo has his eyes closed, grabs the package and lowers it. Fade in music. He looks at the man and Daewoo looks down at the package, and as he looks up, he sees the back of the Asian man running away on top speed. Music gets louder. We follow the Asian man as he is talking on the phone, but we can't hear what he says. We see the opening movie title, Sarah. In this video, we're focusing on scene endings. I want to look at the end of that scene. We have the man running away, talking on a cell phone. Now, that could be incredibly funny. This is a comedy, so we want a really great punch at the end. That could be incredibly funny. It could be like the scene in Rushmore when the Bill Murray character is talking to someone, and when he's done, he just randomly sprints off, and it is hilarious. So it's entirely possible. If we saw the finished film, it would be hilarious. But I'm a little worried it doesn't have enough punch at the end. I want more of a scene button. This is just kind of the final little moment in your scene that ties it up. Let me give you an example of a scene button in this commercial for Orbit Gum. We've got this guy and he's checking out the hot zombie girl and he kind of wants to kiss her, but she's a zombie, probably has really bad breath. He's on the fence because she's kind of hot. Oh, she pulls out some Orbit Gum. That sets him over the edge. No problem. He kisses a zombie girl. That ending right there would be pretty funny, but it doesn't really have a punch. It doesn't send it home. It really needs a button. Here comes the button. Her hand falls off. A nice little final ba-dum-bum. Because this is a comedy, I would really like this particular scene to have a little ba-dum-bum at the end. Now, again, it's entirely possible this could be hilarious, like Bill Murray running away in Rushmore. But that could be something in this scene like the man slips and falls, something runs into him, a pratfall is always good, something that more kind of gives it a cap, a little final something or other. You need to go through your script and see how do your scenes end, because they do need some kind of a button. Now with a comedy, that's fairly easy. It's something that's ba-dum-bum, okay? In drama, there's still something. What I see in scripts that is a problem is the scene kind of ends at a certain point, kind of midway in the scene, And then everything after that just kind of dribbles off and is kind of boring. It's like it's going at 100% and then kind of 80, 60, 30, and then it kind of ends. What's an example of that? Let's say we have a conversation between two women that are best friends. This one has been wanting to get pregnant forever and wishes she could have a baby. This one just got pregnant and she's kind of scared to tell her friend because she thinks she'll be upset or jealous. So in the scene, we could have the moment that we're really looking for in the story. She tells her friend that she's pregnant. And then after that, we could have all this dribbly kind of nothing like, okay, well, I'll see you later. Okay, great. See you too soon. Yeah, nice seeing you. Am I going to see you on Thursday? Sure. Do you want some coffee to go? No, that's okay. Okay, bye. Bye. You need to make sure your scenes don't just kind of dribble off into nothing. So let's look at these dancers right here. The reason this channel is named Word Dancer is because my background is in dance and I apply a lot of what I learned in dance to screenwriting. Check out these dancers. They're at Millennium Dance Complex in Los Angeles, where I sometimes take ballet and jazz, and they're amazing. These kids are taking class. When you see them all dancing together, they are doing the routine that they learned in class. After that routine is over, they start improvising. Something I want you to notice here. They do not lose energy. They do not start to dribble away. They are still on the clock. They are still working it. And it doesn't matter if they end with something big or they end with something small. It is still fierce and on. It is 100%. Go through your script and look and see if your actors could punch out 3/4 of the way through the scene, because there's nothing in the end that requires any acting ability whatsoever. It's the kind of dribbly, okay, bye, yeah, bye, I'll see you later, okay, bye, dribbly, nothing. Now, if you have that, you either A, need to fix the scene button. It has to be something a little more strong. Even if it's something subtle, doesn't always have to be something big. Even if it's something subtle, it just has to have an ending. So you might need to rewrite the ending. Or that might be really difficult and it points to a larger scene problem. Let's demonstrate. Let's take that same scenario again. You have two best friends. One really wants to have a baby, wants to get pregnant. The other one just found out she's pregnant. The scene I want you to write is where the friend who is pregnant reveals that she is pregnant to her other friend. She's afraid to tell her because she's worried her best friend could be upset because her best friend can't get pregnant, but she goes ahead and reveals that she's pregnant, and the friend is actually not upset and is actually incredibly supportive and happy for her friend. Stop the video, sit down, and just sketch out that scene. Do that. Turn the video off and come back. All right, welcome back. If you had trouble giving that scene a button, kind of a final moment, it could be because there isn't, number one, enough conflict in the scene, or number two, you might need to have more going on in the scene than just that conversation. A lot of times beginning screenwriters, every single one of their scenes does one thing. Like this scene conveys the information that she is pregnant to her friend. Then this scene does this. When you become more advanced and more successful screenwriters, they learn to become incredibly efficient, and scenes do double, triple, quadruple duty. They don't just further the story, they also have little entertaining side tangents, they also reveal character, they also are interesting, everything like that. So let's take that scene again, and instead of only having that be a conversation, we could add something else going on, and that something else could have a beginning, middle, and end, and that something else going on could be what could provide the button. What do I mean by that? Let's say you have the two friends, and the one friend who's pregnant says, "Hey, there's something I want to tell you." And she says, "Hold on, I gotta hit the can, hold on." And she goes to the bathroom. We hear a scream. The other pregnant one runs in and looks, and the toilet is overflowing. This is my favorite example of a scene, that how you can punch up a scene. the toilet is overflowing. So the one who wishes she was pregnant starts scooping the sludge into the bathtub out of the toilet. And she's telling her pregnant friend that she doesn't know who's pregnant yet, hurry, quick, call the plumber. And the other one's fumbling to get her phone. Okay, I'm trying. I don't know if I still have Steve, the plumber's number. I don't know. And the other one's scooping the sludge out. Well, hurry, I've got to do it. Get my phone, call my plumber. No, I've got Steve. He's in here. Hold on, I can get it. And she's saying, what is taking you so long? It's a phone. It's context. I don't know. I'm just flustered. It's a lot going on. Well, you think you have a lot going on? I'm shoveling sludge out of your toilet into your bathtub. Just call the plumber. And she's like, I know I can't. And she's like, what's wrong with you? Why can't you operate a phone? She's like, I'm hormonal because I'm pregnant. And that's when the friend finds out the information. She starts crying and she's like, well, I'm sorry. It's like, I'm sorry. I thought you might be mad at me because I know you really want to get pregnant. She goes, no, I really am happy for you. Really, I am. I would hug you right now, but my hands are full of poo. Just call the plumber. Hurry. And she's like, okay, fine, I'm trying. And then like a button of the scene could be, Steve, hurry, come quick. We need you, and not just because I'm pregnant. Some little button to the bathroom situation aspect of the scene, because what we had didn't really have a beginning, middle, and end. So A, if you don't have a scene button, you might need to fix the button. B, if you don't have a scene button, it could be because you need to add something else going on in the scene that would be a beginning, middle, and end. Something else that might be a problem and why you don't have a great button in your scene is you don't have enough conflict in your scene. If there's really no battle, then there's kind of no climax to the scene and then a resolution, almost like a little mini movie. You might need to add more conflict in what I was talking about, the two women trying to scoop the stuff out of the bathtub and trying to call. We got some more conflict in there. It wasn't great conflict because they both kind of had the same goal to fix the toilet, but it was at least a little bit better than the two of them sitting there staring at each other talking. Something else I'm going to say about your scene buttons, your scene endings, and again, I want to emphasize, it doesn't necessarily have to be something big. It can be something subtle, but it just still has to be powerful. You want to try and aim your scene buttons focused on your lead. Okay? You don't want to take away that prime real estate. The beginning of scenes and the end of scenes is where you really want to spotlight, showcase your lead. Now, it's okay to have like a reaction shot of your lead. So like in Byung's script, we could have a reaction shot from our lead as he's looking at this guy running away kind of strangely, and that would help put the focus back on him. Some of that in this script could be editing because he's shooting this himself, but you don't want to have your lead passively just watching someone else do something really entertaining. That takes the spotlight away from your lead. So go through your scenes and as much as possible, have that button, the end of the scene, kind of aimed at your lead as much as possible to make that really a starring role that a movie star would want to have. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe and check out my website, screenwritingclassesonline.com. And I will talk to you later.